Hey sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I want to say a very big shout out to every one of you for always coming through for me, supporting me, and all the love. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So today we'll be talking about something really very important. I mean, it's very vital. And it's actually about Serrano Keith Baldio. I think he is Hispanic American, right? But I stand to be corrected. Maybe I might be wrong, but this is what I think he is Hispanic American. And he is talking about reparations. And he said that he's kind of exposing all the lies behind reparations, why United States do not want to pay, why they don't want to pay reparations. And he was saying that the money that was supposed to be used for reparation was given out, right? And he went further to say that it is a very huge sum of money, like the giant money that came from, like it's a whole huge sum of money that came out from American slavery, right? But they decided to use it for something else, right? And he went further to say that Democrats are supposed to be speaking for minorities, especially Black people, but they are doing nothing. And also, he went further to say that Trump is a ray and seed, and this is a whole. He reviewed so many things here. You know what? Instead, go to the screen. Let me roll this clip. Then we'll come back to talk about it. And let me know what you all think in the comment section, because I absolutely want to read your comment and what you think about it. So straight up, let me roll the clip.
Hello, this is Serrano Keith Baldio from the Dallas Pulse News. I did a forum yesterday with kids from the Dallas Community College, and this question came up, or this statement came out of me as to how the community of color is deprived. And when I came home, I missed half of that conversation or that statement when I could have tied it into reparations. Here's how I'm going to fit it in for you guys. In the city of Dallas, there's a huge part of this city, southern part of Dallas, that is underdeveloped. And they look at Dubai, and I said, Dubai took $60 billion, and it is a flat fishing town that really had nothing in it. And they built this majestic city in Dubai with $60 billion. So after they built that, they had cultural elements in it. Now, this is where it stopped with the kids, because we had only a minute to explain to the kids, and I had to stop. So I'm going to continue right here. So $1 billion to build a city like Dubai. And they put a cultural element to it. There's two giant mosques. It's a Muslim city, and there's culture that goes around. I think it was Mark Cuban from the Maverick owners in Dallas that tried to do this with Southern Dallas, and it failed. And it failed because they were trying to build it for a white community. There ain't nobody down here white or down there white, okay? It's all people of color, mostly. And there are white pockets, yes. But they were trying to cater to a white community, a white development in people of color neighborhoods. And it failed. Because when this is the South, they build white stuff. And when you build that stuff, if you don't think about the culture of Black folks and Latino folks, and you need to build in that culture like the Muslims did with Dubai, it will always fail. So all this land is underdeveloped, and nobody knows. There are billionaires sitting on their butts here in Dallas, Texas, and there's no visionary to come and say, look, here's what we're going to build. It's going to be a little Dubai. It's going to be this. It's going to be Southern Dallas, but you have to incorporate the Black and Latino and other communities into this, world, this new world. It's like a world. So anyway, I wanted to talk about reparations and connect that with this. And here's how I'm going to do that. So the American Indians were paid off. They had their form of reparations. I think the Chinese also had their form of reparations. The Hawaiians had their form of reparations. And who was? There was somebody else. There was some. There were a group of blacks that something happened to them, and they also got a small portion. I think it was a disease or something we were testing. They got a small portion of reparations as well. But the giant sum of reparations that came from American slavery is missing. So why is it missing? It's missing because nobody wants to touch it. So Maxine Waters, I think her name is a congresswoman. She put it up, and I don't think it got anywhere. It got traction. It was more for apology. But Hawaii got an apology. I don't think they got any money, but they got an apology. But I know the American Indians, they got, federal land. They got built casino tax-free. They got a lot of stuff. But the blacks who came after them got nothing. So I look at Maxine's resolution for reparations, and I said, this is pathetic. Then I look at Senator Cory Booker's version, and I said, more pathetic, because it basically asked for an apology, but no economic development, no money back to the black communities in terms of growth for business, economic growth, housing, an infrastructure that will make them be proud of, like they did in Dubai. There's nothing is missing. So this was part of my speech that was missing yesterday. And then I tied it back into, I Googled the cost of the war in Ukraine. And the cost of the war in Ukraine, the first thing that came up is at least $113 billion. Now remember what I said. Dubai was built with only $60 billion. You double that, and that was the money we sent to Ukraine. No questions asked, no payback, no interest, no bond, nothing. Just take I think it's 120 billion. 120 billion, give it to some dance instructor that they voted in to be president. Now he wants to act like a tough guy and fight a military might. I have a feeling that Putin is just dragging this war on for reasons unknown to us, because he can take this guy out in 2 seconds. But anyway, reparations. Cory Booker, Maxine Waters, and all the Democrats voted for 113 billion. I'll say 120 because something is off with the numbers. I checked somebody else and it says 120 total, 120 to 124. So 124 billion dollars went to Ukraine. And if these Democrats, who were supposed to be speaking for minorities like me and blacks and everybody else, right? Because I have a feeling as soon as the Democrats go up there, they still have their talking points, but they are do-nothing people, right? So let's just say I was Cory Booker or I was Maxine, right? And I said, look, now in the Congress, if you don't know it, there's a lot of deals that happens. And the deal is, if you want me to vote for your shipping dock, you have to give me this. If you want me to vote for your resolution on that, for $14 billion, I need something back from my community, mostly back from my community. So what they could have done, if they could have said, look, you would have said, it took, let's remember, $60 billion to build Dubai. And you got to see this friggin' city. It's just unbelievable. All they had to do, the Democrats, who's boasting that they care about us because Trump is a racist, Trump is a racist, Trump is a racist. And I said, okay, Trump is a racist. Okay, what do you got for me? Well, nothing. But you said Trump is a racist because you didn't want me to vote for him. And his economic strength or ideas has sustained the country till the Democrats took it over. But you want me to hate him because you said he's a racist. Okay, good. Now, what do you have for me? Well, we don't really have anything, but we just kept Trump because he's a racist. No. We want to see the infrastructure. We want to see the economic growth, the educational equality, all these equality that we're entitled to, financial equality. We want to see you give us some of that. Well, no, we don't do that. And that's the problem. All the Democrats had to do, let's just say it really is 113 billion. They could have said, look, we're going to take 8 billion out of this, and that's the deal. We are not voting for this until we get 8 billion from it back to the United States, because we're sending 120 billion, 113 billion to this guy, and we get nothing back. They just wasted money in a war. I'm surprised there's no protest for war. So anyway, they could have taken the $8 billion, put it aside, and said, okay, 3 billion or 5 billion is going into reparations in the form of racial equality, economic equality, educational equality, business equality, training and job training equality. They could have done all those equality stuff. And if you have money, you have power. White folks in Dallas have money, they have power. Black folks, Latino folks don't have money, no power. And the Bible tells you money answers everything. So 5 billion set aside for 3 of the biggest cities. You get about, I get maybe 800 million here, invested in that place that I talk about, build a mini Dubai in the minority community, and then the 8 billion, the 5 billion goes towards reparations. Yes, for that. Any African American descendants get that. And then the other 3 billion goes to every other minority that qualifies where they're distressed and live in a distressed city and they're oppressed. And there is a lot of oppression in Dallas still. It's a system of racism and redlining here still. That's what they could have done. Take $8 billion out of the $113 billion and set aside for reparations. And they didn't because they didn't care. The talking point to use the blacks and people of color to go after Republicans so they can take power is there, but nothing else. Where's the reparations, Democrat? You could have voted to set aside $8 billion from the $113 billion to give it back to the black community. Where's the reparations? You had the power to do it, you didn't do it. This is Serrano. Thanks for watching.
Man, this is very insightful, and I keep saying this. I know this, it looks like it's taking a whole lot of time to come because, why are they wasting so much time to pay reparations to Black Americans, African Americans? I mean to say, or sorry if I am mistaking anything right here and that. So I keep asking, why are they not paying the reparations? Why is it taking time for them to pay the reparations? But in the end, they are still going to pay the reparations, whether they like it or not, because the money they made from slavery till this very moment, why are they still withholding it? The more they are withholding it, the more the money is doubling and all that. And like I keep saying, whether they like it or not, reparations must be paid. Thank you all so much for all your support. I absolutely want to read your comments on what you think about this, because I really need to know more about this. And I will be reading all your comments. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.